Alright, good morning guys, and yeah, today we gotta talk about the M107 because I see this gun everywhere now, kinda because I play Desert all the time, but I see this gun everywhere, and the more I see it, the more I hate it. You know, the more I genuinely think this gun should be removed from the game. I would actually really like that. That's probably not gonna happen, so today I just want to talk about why it's overpowered, and why it needs a nerf, and what we could possibly do to nerf this gun, because right now in its current state, it's, I would say, the best sniper in the game. It's a little bit debatable, but there are some points that are just obviously just so self-evident that it's just kind of clear. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about the stats first and then get into some gameplay and then compare it with a couple other snipers. But anyways, let's start with the stats as I just mentioned. So we're going to go down the line, look at all its stats and see how good they are. So starting off with the damage, pretty obvious one. This gun has a lot of damage. It's a 50 cal, so it pretty much does more damage than any other sniper except, you know, the Hec-8 and the BFG. It actually technically has more like close range damage than the Hec-8, but they're basically the same. All you need to know is that it one-shots to the torso all ranges, and obviously one-shot headshot too, so it's got pretty much the best damage. Okay, moving on. Fire rate, let's see. 80 fire rate. That's actually really good. In fact, there's only 3 other snipers in the game with higher fire rate, and those are going to be the Stayer Scout, the WA2K, and the SVU, all guns with extremely low damage. So we've determined the damage and the fire rate are both exceptional. Next, let's take a look at the ammo capacity. 10 bullets in your mag with the extended mag, of course, and I will admit the extended mag does have a few drawbacks, as in like it pretty much makes your mobility a lot worse, and it's just more recoil and slower in general. But 10 bullets in the mag, it doesn't get better than that in terms of snipers. There's no single sniper in the game that has more than 10 bullets. You either get 10 bullets for your sniper or you get less, and the M107 has 10. So far, best damage, pretty much best fire rate, and best ammo capacity. So that's like 3 insane qualities about this gun, and we're not even done. Okay, we're not even done. It's a semi-automatic, so there's no bullet action that you need to wait for. Pretty simple. Let's take a look at the muzzle velocity. So 3,000 studs per second. That's among the best. If you take a look at the R700, it's less. You know, AWS clearly a lot less, AWM less, Mosin less, SVDS less, K14 less. Like literally everything is less, except for, you know, like 4 other snipers. Pretty much insane muzzle velocity is what I'm trying to tell you, which means there's little bullet drop and there's little travel time, so you don't really have to aim too far ahead of someone when you're trying to kill them, which is actually something that changes a lot how you snipe and makes it a lot easier or harder depending on how good or bad the muzzle velocity is. And then finally, let's look at the penetration depth. 10 studs. You can literally shoot through anything you want with 10 studs. It's the most in the game, along with the other 50 cals, of course. And so yeah, that's 5 or 6 insane qualities about the M107. And alright, okay, so now let's talk about the drawbacks. So the only 2 drawbacks of this gun in its entirety are basically going to be the recoil, which it does have a fair bit of recoil, and it's kind of slow in terms of like mobility, but that's like literally it. Okay, the fact that this gun shoots so fast and it has a one shot to the torso all ranges, that for me is enough to claim this gun is overpowered. But along with all those other qualities, like it just pushes it way over the top. It's just way too unnecessary. Basically, if you're using this gun, you're gonna be getting kills that you would otherwise not. That's kind of fine. Okay, like I can get that. Obviously all guns need to have some special quality about them that makes you want to actually use them. Of course, that's kind of the way that balancing works, but the way that balancing doesn't work is by allowing that gun to literally possess every quality. Like it just has all the perks. You should only be able to have a couple perks. This gun literally has all the perks, like all of them. Like look, it's so brain dead. It's so like mind-numbingly easy. I don't even get it. Like, why is this gun in the game? How has this not been nerfed yet? All right, I had a server hop because the last one literally died. I don't know why. All right, but hopefully I can get back on track to what I was saying. So one thing I do want to address real quick is the recoil. So the recoil is kind of their way of balancing the gun's like speed, because I don't know, I'm not gonna speak for stylists when I'm talking about why they balance things, but I'm assuming they gave it a lot of recoil so they could have a gun that's really fast but still like balance, in the sense that it doesn't even feel that fast anymore, but in reality it is. Although the gun has 80 fire rate, like on paper, it doesn't really shoot that fast if you want to be accurate. If you don't want your gun to be swaying as you're shooting it, you kind of have to wait a little bit till the gun, like, you know, till the gun stops moving. And this is because the intense recoil. So the recoil is their way of balancing it, but it doesn't really work, because even if you wait for the gun to like go back to the original state and where it's at a point where you can like comfortably shoot it, it's still around 55 to 60 fire rate, I guess. I don't really know exactly how much it would be, but it's still faster than guns like the Intervention and pretty much every other gun while having the same damage. So like a gun that one shots torso or ranges shouldn't be this good. It just shouldn't. Like, it shouldn't be this fast. And remember, you can always just take out a karambit or your knife whenever you want to walk places. Like, you don't need to travel with the M107. Most people do not travel with it anyways because they just find a spot in the back and just camp there all game. But like, the negatives don't really work. They're barely negatives in comparison to the extremely high amount of positives, and it doesn't work. So obviously some rebalancing is in order. You want to rebalance this gun so that like at least 2 or 3 of the good qualities are either completely changed so that they're bad or just lowered down a lot. And so how would I go about doing this? Well, if you like decrease the fire rate, it basically becomes a Hecate. And if you decrease the damage, well, I guess you could decrease the damage. I'm not really sure why you would though, because this gun's thing is damage. Like, that's the main reason people want it. And obviously it's a pay to win gun. It's pretty evidential based on the fact that it's a high rank and it's literally like way overpowered. So what do you do? Like, what can you do? I guess what my suggestion would be to increase the reload speed even more, because I mean, I'm sure it's bad, but I mean, it should probably be more considering how slow the gun is in general and, you know, the damage and everything. I would say do that and then get rid of the extended mag. There's no need for the extended mag. And remember, if you take off the extended mag, your gun gets a little bit more mobile. So I would say decrease the extended mag, but keep the same mobility as if the extended mag were still on. So it'd be just basically what I'm using, except only 5 bullets and it has really long reload. Actually, I don't know about that reload point, but it definitely does not deserve an extended mag. 10 bullets of this is just crazy stupid. Of course, people are just going to camp with it anyways and treat it as like a BFG sort of thing or like a Hecate sort of thing where you don't shoot very often, but you can reload as you please because no one's gonna find you in your corner like on the moon or like wherever you are, like this guy right here. But yeah, it definitely shouldn't have 10 bullets, because I see a lot of people that, you know, camp with this gun, but there's also a lot of people that actually play pretty aggressively with this. That's really where the gun just needs to be nerfed, because if you're gonna nerf it just for people camping, then just there's no point of having like a Hecate or like a BFG, because they're essentially the same thing. But when people play fully aggro with this, it becomes way too overpowered, and so you need to tone that down. If you want to keep the original qualities of this gun, you have to get rid of something. And I guess my best solution to that would be decrease the bullet count, and that could be a start. Like, I'm not even sure if that would completely balance it. It could still be broken after that, but I would assume that's pretty much a fair start, I would say. But yeah, like the one other thing that I wanted to talk about was, like, as I was mentioning earlier, you know, this gun has all the qualities, so there's nothing that really, like, if you're using this gun, it has so many good things about it that you're just bound to come across a kill that you would never get any other gun. Like, it's just simply unfair. I think I'm just repeating myself. I didn't make any like plan for this video. I just sort of sat down and started recording, but I hope that fully captures my ideas and feelings about the M107 and why I think it should be completely nerfed or deleted or whatever pleases stylists the most. At the end of the day, it's not my decision, so I got really no say in it, but I just wanted to put my opinion out there because, I don't know, I think many people probably feel the same way, but I haven't seen any videos like full out just exposing the M107 for being overpowered. I haven't seen one. Maybe there have been some a long time ago, but given the amount of just new M107s I'm seeing on a daily basis, it's like, yeah, that gun needs to go, you know? But anyways, I'm just gonna end it there because I can't stand using this gun. I usually don't use it. Like, I used to use it a lot and then I stopped because I just felt like it was way too good. Whenever I get killed by it, I'm like, nah, I can't stand this. And so I try not to do that to other people. Obviously, I'm doing it now just to prove a point. So, I mean, I wish I didn't have to use this, but I did want to make my point because, like, this thing is just, it's broken. So that's it. Once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this and maybe share my point of view. If you don't, leave a comment and explain to me why I'm stupid and wrong, and then we can talk about it. So anyways, that's going to be it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, as I said, and I'll see you guys in the next one.